What's up everyone, I'm NyVo. Today I'm going to talk about the Tripowin X HBB Olina. It's a 1DD IEM 10mm carbon nanotube, and it usually comes in around 80 bucks to 100 bucks. It's 80 bucks on sale, and I definitely like them. I'll say right away. The build is like plastic shell. Everything's plastic on it. This is the older one, and this is the newer one. The older one, I think, does not look as nice as the new pattern. In person, it looks better, but both look nice. So build's fine. The sound quality, when you get them stock, they're still pretty good. They are a little bit wonky in the treble, and you kind of hear this resonance, but the way I described it when I first heard it is it feels like you're live at a concert venue, or like more like a club venue, something smaller, and there's this like reverberation, which some people say isn't a good thing, but it's kind of a fun. This was during COVID when I got this, and it helped me remind me what it was like to be in that environment, and I did like it. But after you mod it, it sounds completely different. That whole problem goes away, and it sounds actually quite impressive. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I guess I could talk about the imaging. It images left to right very well. It doesn't stage in front at all, so all the imaging is off to the sides, and at very quite a number of increments. You can hear it all throughout the stage left to right, just not in front. The mid bass and bass has a little bit of that, whatever you want to call it. You can call it tonal weight or visceral timbre or grip. That's all different phrases people on the internet use. None of them are probably correct, but that's probably the best way you can describe it. This has it a little bit. It's like an in-between. Mest does it really well. LCDR does it very well, but this gives you a taste of it. So I definitely appreciate that. Once I've heard LCDR and Mest, I was like, okay, that's what I want in a headphone, and this kind of gives it to you a little bit. I actually like this with the Apple dongle the most, and I noticed that with the Apple dongle it gives me that sound a little bit more. So I plug it into $4,000 chains, and it doesn't make it any better. It actually makes it worse to my ears. I like the Apple dongle on this, so that's my go-to personally for this IEM. Now I'll talk about the mods real quick. So there's two main ones right now. There's the short bus mod from Michael Bruce, his YouTube. He talks about it. He's got like 4 or 5 videos on it by now, just on this IEM's mod. And I came up with my own. My very first YouTube video was just a video showing how to mod, a mod that I came up with and how to do it. And it was more geared towards other modders, but I think I never really described what the difference is on how it sounds. I was, telling people in chat, but I never told YouTube. So I guess I'll tell you guys now. The technical ability, once you do the almost naked mod, which is, like I said, my first video. Once you take the damper off the top and then you stick it on the side, and then you put a damper on the vent, and you could use either ASLA X-Elastic tips, or in this case I'm using Symbio W Peel tips. What happens is especially with the ASLA tips, the stage goes way out, further than almost any IEM I've heard, and the imaging is really good, but at the cost of tonality. So you do lose, the treble gets a little bit too hot, and that's why I do have the Symbio tips on here. It chills out the treble a bit. With ASLA you get more of the technical effect, and with these you get kind of an in-between. It just kind of helps it out. And we're still working on other mods for it right now. There's maybe 4 of us that are trying little different things, all sorts of, one guy's doing 3D printed bores, and it's getting crazy. But anyways, I definitely recommend this IEM. Like I said, this is the fourth one I bought personally myself, and I'm actually thinking about giving this one away. I never told anyone this, but within the first 100 subscribers of the channel, I'll put whoever's in there. I'll just put them in a generator, all the names, and then pick one, and I'll send this one out to whoever wins that. And I guess I'll record it so that it looks fair and everything. All right, see you guys later.